They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion, that's Tolbert.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball, he had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the Rams at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
If you look at this Cowboy defense,
this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need...
Oh, it's intercepted! A drive killer there.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, only because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Now Goff on first down.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Goff going to get this to Akers.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Quickly from Goff to Cup.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Prescott on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 2, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
76.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's gone.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's caught. Touchdown, LA!
Cooper Kupp.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 5.
throwing. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's got this one complete to Pollard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Open man right side is cut, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Prescott off play action. Swinging this out for Pollard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Third and 4. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in the... Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. He's on his way.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a running play here with Lamb.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Pollard will take it up the gut.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
The touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
Goff.
Going out wide here, and he finds Akers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA.
Cooper Kupp
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? They go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Quickly from Goff to Cup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
It's gotta have it time. 4th and 9.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Now Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
On first down, Goff.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing on third, Goff.
He's got Atwell. That's complete.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner.